Generations ago, I had a great uncle Art who used to love to take his horse up to hunt camp, and at night he'd take his horse over to the next camp and get pretty drunk, and then get back on his horse and come back to camp. And one night he was over at the neighbor camp drinking, and the boys went out and turned the saddle around backwards on his horse. Well, he came out pretty full, and he got on his horse, and he made it back to the camp that night. And the next morning, the boys came over and said, "How are you doing, Art? How did you make out?" "Oh, you know, some sick bugger last night cut the head off my horse." And I had to stick my hand down the windpipe and steer him all the way home. When I was coming in tonight, I see this beautiful truck, and out of the truck jumps Dwight. And I said, "Dwight, where did you get the beautiful truck?" "Oh," he said, "you know, I was up in back of Lanark here looking for some deer tracks, just walking down this old dirt road, when up drives this beautiful truck, and out jumps this gorgeous blonde. And she walks up to me and takes off all her clothes and says, 'Take whatever you want.'" So I took the truck. I said, "Good choice. The clothes wouldn't have fit you." But he said to me, "What's the difference between beer nuts and deer nuts?" I said, "I don't know." He said, "Beer nuts are up to $1.75 a pound, and deer nuts are under $1." I took my old truck into the big city there, and I came to this red light, and this guy jumps out and starts squeegeeing my truck. Well, I'd never seen that performance before, and all of a sudden people started honking and swearing at me. Well, probably because I waited 3 sets of lights for him to do the whole truck. I just started turkey hunting this spring, and I asked a buddy, I said, what's turkey hunting like?" He said, "Turkeys have an eyesight like a mother-in-law, and they gobble like a father-in-law." Well, I got my camo on and my face mask on for opening day, and I got away out in the woods there, and I started calling, "Dook, dook, 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 dook." And all of a sudden I could hear some goblin coming, and sure enough, out came my in-laws. Why do dogs stick their heads out the window driving down the road? Are they trying to stretch their tongue? Or just clean the side of the truck? Or are they just saying, "My owner just cut one"? Well, we've been now married 22 years, and I shouldn't stutter on that. I never had one fight that I won. I heard my wife on the phone to her sister the other day, and the phone call went like this. She said, "Marianne, you know, Paul still talks about shooting that moose at 200 yards, but at 2 feet, he can't hit the toilet." My buddy said, "It must be nice to be a professional trapper. You're able to write off your clothes." I said, "Actually, it is. You know, I buy a lot of t-shirts for 35 bucks, and I know what you're thinking. 35 bucks is a lot of money to spend for t-shirts, but hey, I get a free case of beer with it." Len Dickinson has his neighbor that's always over at his place borrowing power tools, and Len doesn't like the guy, to be honest. I mean, but he's a neighbor, and a really annoying neighbor, and the neighbor came over to borrow the chainsaw the other day, and Len said, "Are you sure you know how to start it up?" And his annoying neighbor said, "Oh, yeah, sure." So Len said, "Show me how to start it up, just to be safe." So the neighbor goes like this. Len says, no, not like that. You got to turn the on switch on right here." This year my dad turned 80, and I'm really proud of him because he went out and got himself a permit to legally shoot out of his pickup truck. And I'm thinking to myself, "Dad, you've been practicing for 65 years. I was reading a Harvard study, though, that said drinking 2 beer a day helps prevent heart attacks. Well, some hunt camps then turn into fitness centers.